here live with Studio 3 Hollywood. We are at the Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation with the season finale of Looking, an HBO series that has been on for 13 seasons, and we're hoping to get a 14th season. The celebrities are showing out tonight and lending their celebrity for the awareness for an organization that has been around for 20 plus years, raising over $15 million. And tonight we're going to get some candid interviews with them, talking about what they're up to next, and also get to see the season finale live today. So stay tuned, you won't want to miss it. Tysha with Studio 3 Hollywood. We're fierce independently television, so we're going to do a quick little interview, guys.
Okay.
All right, so Tysha Williams here with Studio 3 Hollywood, and I'm here with these two handsome gentlemen. Please tell me your name.
I'm Justin Martindale.
I'm Jason Looney.
Awesome. So you guys are excited about tonight. This is a celebration for a foundation that has been going for 20 plus years and has raised over $15 million to the cause. How do you feel about that?
I think it's great. I think it's always a great cause to come out and support your friends and people who are working, and even to like give back to such a great organization is always a plus. So I'm always down for a good benefit with good cocktails.
Oh my God, yeah, you took the words out of my mouth and I don't feel so bad. What about you?
I agree with Justin wholeheartedly.
He's got your back. Awesome. So what are you guys working on new with now?
Say it again.
Give us a little inside secret of what you guys are working on now that has some...
Well, Jason and I, as well as three of our friends, we just wrapped a series, a parody actually, on Looking. So they're in San Francisco and we're Los Angeles gays. And we have a show called Not Looking.
Dumpy Los Angeles.
Dumpy LAs. And we just kind of put together a group of our friends, and we raised money and put a Kickstarter together, and everyone's been very supportive, and we raised our money and we wrapped today, and it's going to be, the second season's going to be coming out in mid-April.
How was that with the public funding? I'm getting wind of that and starting something like that on my own, and I was like, this is a major feat. Was it difficult?
Funding? Oh God, yeah.
Hanging out on Cahuenga.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we used Indiegogo, and we only asked for what we needed, and we didn't want to. A lot of people, I feel like, are asking for a lot of money for. Yeah, so.
We got like a fair amount, but it was just kind of amazing what we were able to do with all of that. It was actually like one of those things where it's like, oh, every dollar we can is using towards something, which is
people
weird.
Were very good at equipment and all that stuff. Funny Your Dad gave us equipment, and you know, once you have an idea and once you start going for it, the train starts rolling. I feel like everybody. Hi. Danny's gonna be in it.
I know. I was like, all I could think of was, I want my pink shirt back. I want my pink shirt back.
This is Jeremy. He's also.
Hi, my name's Jeremy.
Co-creator.
Yeah, hey, Studio Access Hollywood. That's right. Studio 3, which is better.
I do. I like this. This is coordinating to the max. And I love I'm jealous of your caps, by the way.
Thank you. I like to tiptoe.
So we got the inside scoop on these two gentlemen. What are you working on as well? Well, you guys are all together, so you're part of the project.
Yeah.
Did you contribute, or did you just sit back and look cute?
Friend. Yes, ma'am. Part of the seed. Don't worry about it. Yes. We've been working so hard. We just finished today. I'm sure they all told you that.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Now it's time to play. Cocktails.
We're celebrating. That's what this
Yes,
is. And it's his birthday tomorrow. So.
It is.
Yes, he's 90. Look how good he looks for 90.
I know.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, no, let's say 21 for legal. All right, thank you guys. Enjoy the evening.
So I just want to plug Sister Code with Amber Rose is coming out on Mother's Day. And it's my first lead in a film, and it's her first lead in a film too.
With Eva the
yes,
Diva.
Eva the Diva.
You gonna be here tonight?
Drew Sidora. Amber might be here. She's supposed to be here. She might be here. Amber.
It's always
Amber.
Thank you guys for someone. Can you give us a lovely shout out to Studio 3 Hollywood?
Yes.
Shout out.
Shout out Studio 3.
Studio 3 Hollywood.
Let them know. Let everyone know.
Let them know.
Awesome. Thank you guys. We're all about women empowerment and strength and going to get it. So I'm happy to interview you today.
I would love to be. Oh, I love your energy.
The ball of fire. I got it. So how are you doing this evening? You look amazing.
Do it? Well, thanks.
And you had the mid-trip everything. I'm like, let me.
It's like, you know, I'm not some model girl, but I'm just gonna work what I got.
Awesome. How was everything with your series Newsroom?
It was great. Yeah, we ended this November, and I've been doing a Lifetime movie I did with some big African-American stars, and a pilot I just booked, and, you know, things are happening.
Awesome. How does it feel to share your network with Now Looking?
To be honest, it's my first time, and because I've got a good friend, his name is Raul Castillo, that's on the show. We know each other from New York, and I think it's an honor. It's an honor to be here and to support them and to support the network and just the AIDS whole awareness foundation and to just bring awareness, which is what I'm all about.
Were you aware of the foundation, the Elizabeth Taylor Foundation, before now?
I was. Yep, I was. Yeah, I've actually known about them for a couple of years. Yeah.
So you're an advocate for the change and awareness.
I am, and I'm a mixed race and adoption advocate as well. So I think it's really important to are you adopted or something?
No, but that was one of the bases that we really touch on with Studio 3 Hollywood. We're very much of an advocate for volunteering for homeless teens. We work a lot with the Covenant House. I do a lot of volunteer work myself, so that is great hearing.
Yeah, no, the same. I think it's important. I think it's one thing to be in the spotlight, but for me, I think you can have a ton of money, you can have a ton of success, but what makes you happy, ultimately, honestly, is giving back to people. And for me, I'm adopted, I'm mixed race, I've been sexually abused, and I think it's important to bring awareness and also show that I'm a strong woman standing here today, and it's okay.
It doesn't own you.
It does not own me. It's a part of me, and I'm so happy to be here to share it. And I have no shame.
That is the final for my interview. Thank you so much. That's a way to end.
Hey guys, I'm Santana Dempsey from HBO's Newsroom saying hello from Studio Hollywood.
Well, thank you. So I'm going to be a little weird tonight, but you're the reason why we're here on top of the Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation. What was it like with the project? Because you're the creator of Looking. How did this project come about for you? What was the starting point for you?
Yeah, it just started as some small personal stories and stories I'd heard, and eventually this group of 3 friends emerged at the center of the show, and years later, here we are with Looking.
And with the Elizabeth Taylor Foundation, it's been around for over 20 years. I mean, what is your affiliation and your thoughts towards the organization and what they stand for?
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear that.
I'm sorry. I said you're supporting the Elizabeth Taylor Foundation, and they've been around for 20 plus years. What are your thoughts on what they stand for and your activation on that as well?
Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation is a great organization, and they're fighting battles that still need to be fought and creating awareness that needs to be put out there more. So we're very honored to be here at this event.
And what's next for you?
Oh boy, hopefully 3rd season.
Awesome. That's what we want to hear.
Yeah.
Keep going. Thank you so much for stopping with us.
Thank you very much.
Nice to shake your hand. All right, guys, I'm Tysha with Studio 3 Hollywood. We are fiercely independent television. And how are you guys? Now, you guys look fabulous.
Thank you. We are doing well. This is the amazing Pandora box.
That's me. You look gorgeous, too.
And I'm Morgan McMichaels, and we're from RuPaul's Drag Race, an independent reality TV show that's
Exactly. That's what we're about.
Yes.
Awesome. I recently got an inside scoop, and I've watched the show, and I love it. You guys make it look easy, but we know it's not easy.
It's far from easy, but you know what? Being a woman, I think, is kind of a nightmare. To dress up in the...
Well, being what society deems a woman should look like is a lot of work.
But we get to pick the best of every woman and kind of incorporate it to one being. So, we're lucky in that.
The great asset.
I like to call it a glamour whore.
And I'm just a whore. Yeah.
Do you guys travel around for different shows and screenings and doing performances?
Yeah, we travel the country. Pandora has her own comedy show called Lick This Box.
I'm a filthy bitch.
We love it.
And it's a 1-hour comedy show that she travels the country, and I travel around the clubs. And
she helps promote me like she's doing now.
Clearly. Well, that's what sisters do, you can catch us doing Pretty Funny Women. I know. Okay. At the Comedy Store every now and then. We're
women for us is in quotes.
Yeah.
Women.
We're women with a little something extra. We're lucky enough
to be... Well, not a little.
A lot more extra.
Well, some more than others.
I just got wind of a film while I was in the London Film Festival. Oops, excuse me. And it was called Miami in Hills. So I learned a lot about the different coasts and the different styles of drag and what you guys do in preparation. So I got to say, my hat goes off to you guys. I love the show. Keep doing what you're doing and celebrating women and being who you are in individuality. Thank you for showing up tonight.
Thank you.
Yes,
we love you. TV3, bitch. Studio Hollywood.
Hollywood. And being here a part of the Elizabeth Taylor Foundation, I mean, what does that mean to you guys?
Well, she really kicked off the AIDS awareness, the charities.
Yeah, before it was
popular to do so.
Yeah,
right.
Shunned.
And everybody loves to wear white diamonds, clearly.
That's still my favorite perfume.
Still my favorite one, too. But
with Elizabeth Taylor, you can't go wrong. Anything.
And I think she changed the game when it comes to charity and promoting charities and using your celebrity for good causes. So...
Definitely.
You're watching Studio 3 Hollywood, fiercely independent television. Mwah.
I love this blazer, by the way. I'm a huge fan of blazers.
Oh, thank you. This is Moods of Norway. They're my favorite clothing company, one of their favorites. So, yeah.
First of all, thank thank you for coming out to support the Elizabeth Taylor Foundation tonight and the season finale of Looking.
Oh my gosh, two of like the most amazing things. Like, I love being here, Elizabeth Taylor, and Looking is like one of my favorite shows. I've been a fan from the beginning.
Awesome. So are you here supporting some friends of yours in the show?
Oh, I'm all about Jonathan Groff. I am just a Groff fan from like Glee to, everything. So that's where I come in. I don't know. I want to support everyone on this show, but I'm a Groff fan.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's awesome.
So how has it been working with Millionaire Matchmaker, which is one of my favorite shows?
Thank you. Millionaire Matchmaker is amazing. We just celebrated our 100th episode. We've been on 8 seasons. This is our highest rated season of all of them.
I agree. That Patty.
Yeah, like how do you do that? But somehow we managed to do it, and it's been a fun year. It's been a fun year. And being new, it's been a fun 2 years for me.
Well, we hope to get more 2 years, maybe 4 or 5 years. Keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna go as long as Patty and I can, and Candace is new this year. We're gonna go as long as we can.
Yeah, she's fierce. She's gonna bring the banter no matter what. She always keeps us wanting more.
Oh, absolutely. And this was all celebrities this year, so maybe it'll be a mix next year. You never know what we got up our sleeve.
I may need to call Patty for myself.
Oh, I'd love to see you in the office.
Well, thank you so much. With the Elizabeth Taylor Foundation, it's been around for 20 plus years, raised over like $15 million. And what does that mean to you and the advocacy that they stand for? They've been like one of the trailblazers, the first to.
Well, all my life I've always been a supporter of, any sort of AIDS fundraising and education. Actually, through college, I was president of my student body. In high school, I was president of the student body, and I always made sure to do fundraising for HIV and AIDS education and awareness. I personally have an AIDS red ribbon on my right shoulder just to be as committed to the cause as possible. So to me, to be here to support the Elizabeth Taylor Foundation, it's something near and dear to me. Like any chance I get, it is the one thing that I will do. Friends, it doesn't matter.
I love how you've been using your voice since high school to educate people. I feel like education is the most because you have the ignorance towards the disease and people don't understand. So educating them, I feel like, is a good start.
Yeah, I think the more that you talk about it, the more you educate people, the more that it becomes less of a stigma. And so Elizabeth Taylor was amazing at doing that. So, whatever we can do to be a little bit of that, that's amazing. This is David Cruz from Bravo's Millionaire Matchmaker, and you're watching Studio 3 Hollywood.
For women, independent, so I am so happy. Yeah. You look fabulous. Can you do a little spin for us? We love a little LBD.
Hello, yes.
So how is it? Your first season on one of my favorite shows, Single Ladies. I did. I set my DVR. I did not miss it.
It was fun. I had a lot of fun watching it. I was super happy that they did 2 episodes at once because I'm even curious about, I've seen it on the page, but it's so nice to see it.
The edit and all that stuff.
See the edit, to see how beautiful the quality is, how everybody's really bringing their A game to the show. I'm super excited. I'm excited. It was great to work with the cast, the old cast, and some of the new people.
Speaking of which, who have you bonded with the most from the cast?
Melissa.
Awesome. Love her too. And you guys are shooting in my hometown, so I got to give proud of. Are you guys not shooting in Atlanta? No, not anymore? Oh my goodness, Jay!
I know, and I was actually really excited to shoot in Atlanta because I love Atlanta. But they changed it. We shoot in Toronto now.
Well, I love Toronto too. So
I know. Toronto, I'd never really spent a lot of time in Toronto. It was fantastic. So I'm really hoping for a 5th season, please, so we can go back.
Are you working on other projects right now?
No, not right now. Right now I'm going around and doing press for Single Ladies.
That's keeping you busy.
Yeah, it's pilot season, so just out there and see.
Well, we like to ask others as well. The Elizabeth Taylor Foundation has been around for 20 plus years, raising awareness for people using their celebrities. And what does that mean to you, being in the industry?
What does what mean?
Being a part of an organization that raises awareness about AIDS and educating and raising funds for them.
Well, I think that a lot of times, you see the billboards, but it's not as personal. For me, this has become really personal, especially because Daniel Franzese is one of my great friends. And so just talking with him about it and educating myself more about it, because I feel like it's something that, people say, okay, maybe this is something that's in the past, it's in the 80s, but this is something that's real right now. It's an issue that needs to have a spotlight shined on it. So I think when you have the show like Looking, who's bringing the first HIV positive character onto TV, I think that's powerful. And I know right now a lot of the programming is gearing more towards diversity, not just racial diversity, but also, you know, helping with the LGBT community. So I think it's really valuable because I think these kinds of things breed compassion, and I think that's what we really need with all the bullying and stuff like that. I think it's important for people to be aware of what the issues are, because that's what leads to compassion. That's what our work is about. It's about shining a light on the issues that maybe people don't necessarily think about, and bringing that compassion and humanity to.
Well, girl, you answered that question.
Hello, it's Chastity Dotson, and you're watching Studio 3 Hollywood.
Rebecca, I'm Tysha from Studio 3 Hollywood. Nice to meet you. Can you say your name for the camera again?
Yeah, Rebecca Kennedy.
Awesome. And so you're on a show called Easy, right? It's a new pilot?
Street Level.
Street Level. Okay.
Yeah, I play the character Easy.
Oh, okay. So a little dyslexia in the house. It's all right. We got it. That's a cool name for a character.
Yeah. Well, it's her nickname.
It's her nickname. Okay.
Her name is Celeste, but I guess it's very fitting when you see her character.
Okay. You can't give us any top secrets or some kind of intro into this pilot that we have going on?
Well, she's a drug addict. Yeah, it's about a bunch of drug addicts and their lives and what happens to them, and dealers as well. So,
are you still in the process of filming?
No, we wrapped in November. So now we're just waiting to see what happens, and it's got Sons of Anarchy's David LaBrava and Mark Boone Jr. and Chris McCarpenter and Danny Trejo and a bunch of...
You're in good company.
Awesome company. I can't complain.
Well, now that you're wrapped on that, are you just doing promotion for it, or are you working on another project as well?
Well, actually just booked another movie in Oklahoma called Let Me Make You a Martyr. And I start that in April, at the end of April in Oklahoma. So I'm really excited.
We like to hear these women working. That's what Filthy Entertainment Television.
That's so true.
And I love to ask about the Elizabeth Taylor Foundation, because it's a foundation that's been around for over 20 plus years, raising millions of dollars for the cause. What is your connection and your advocacy for the foundation?
I don't know. I think it's a really cool foundation. That's something that people can get involved in. And you know, I love her work. Like Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf is such a great film, and she has so many great films, and I think it's a really cool opportunity for people.
Well, thank you so much for stopping with Studio 3 Hollywood. We're going to keep a lookout. Please say your name and your upcoming project.
Okay. I am Rebecca Kennedy, Street Level.
Hollywood, we are fiercely independent television, all about women empowerment. Exactly, right? So what brings you out tonight in support for the Elizabeth Taylor Foundation?
What brings me out tonight, first of all, is my friend Danny, who's on the show. We met last year and we shot a pilot together, and our show just got picked up, so we're going to start working together more.
Oh, we like that.
I think next month. And when we did the pilot, he was starting to shoot this, and I hadn't heard of the show, and I told him I was going to catch up on it, and I was going to make sure I watched it, and I love it. I think I'm a little biased because I love Danny.
Everybody loves Danny. Every time I see him.
How could you not? And so he hit me up and he told me about this event tonight, about the show and about the organization, and how could you not come to something like this?
So with the series Looking, what's one of your favorite aspects of the show?
My favorite aspect of the show is how real it is. It's I'm a little prudish sometimes when I be watching stuff like, oh my god, oh my goodness, oh no they're not. But you know, it's life. It's real life, and what is better to watch than something that's just real and raw and gives it to you straightforward? And I love it.
So you got a lot going on. What's next for you? Are you still working on the project that you guys are both working on together? Or?
I'm actually just about to start shooting it, and it's crazy because before this, I've been full-time mommy.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So now I'm like, okay, time to get back to work, but my baby will be on set with me all the time, so it's okay.
And Let's Stay Together, that's one of the series that I've watched a lot of. Is that coming back?
I don't believe it is. No, I don't believe it is, but I had so much fun on that show and such a great bond with all the cast members, and we still talk to this day.
I loved your character.
Thank you. She was a little crazy. That was my first job after becoming a mom. So that was it was a little crazy to jump into it, but it was.
And you got to play the opposite.
Right, yeah. Right. The crazy little young college student running around knowing damn well I'd be like, wait, what?
Awesome.
But I'm enjoying myself and happy to be back working. So,
well, we like to ask with the Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation and partnering with the Look, what is your stance on the education of AIDS and supporting and it being like in the mainstream and us actually now becoming more aware of it and sharing it with a broader audience instead of it kind of being a stigma?
To me, that's another reason why I'm here tonight, to watch this show and enjoy it and like it and have a friend who's on it. And an organization like this, to me, is really important because AIDS is something that people sometimes are like want to hide and they don't want to share, and then that's why it spreads more and more because people are embarrassed and don't want to talk about it. And I feel like organizations like this and coming to events like this is bringing more awareness. Like it's not a death sentence. It's you can make it happen. It's just you got to go to the doctor, get tested. Don't be afraid. It doesn't automatically mean that you're not going to be here.
I feel like education is the biggest thing because ignorance is like the one thing that can control or have an issue with anything.
And ignorance is the reason why it's still spreading. And if people were more honest and would get tested more, it probably wouldn't be as big as it is. So, I mean, the best thing to do right now is to get the people who, get them comfortable with talking about it. Like, it's not a big deal.
Like, thank you for lending your celebrity for the cause and to get the awareness out.
Hey, what's up? This is Kyla Pratt, and you're watching Studio 3 Hollywood.
Thank you so much, doll.
Thank you.
Take care. Harvey, Tysha, nice to meet you. Slide into your light, boo. Okay, we get your light. Well, thank you for stopping with Studio 3 Hollywood. You got a lot going on, so give us the rundown. We like people that are working, artists that are working. That's good.
Blessed to work. I mean, thank you, Jesus. Just to be blessed. So, yeah, I'm busy with doing the Thundermans on Nickelodeon, which we're back for season 3. So, your favorite cousin who's a superhero is coming back, which is me. And I'm also on a show that's on MTV right now called Eye Candy with Victoria Justice, which is based on R.L. Stein's book, and it's a murder mystery because there's a serial killer on the loose.
I used to love him when I was young. R.L. Stein book.
You're gonna
Goosebumps, all those.
Guess who had dinner with him?
Okay.
Yeah.
You're kind of a big thing.
No, because I was a mess when I was having dinner with R.L. Stein. I was like, yeah. Like, literally, I fell apart. I was like, I grew up watching him, watching Goosebumps, reading all his books, and then to be at his house looks like R.L. Stein lives there. Like, it's just like hardwoods and really, his office is amazing. Him and his wife are just the nicest people in the world. Super nice, yeah.
That's like a bucket list thing.
Yeah, right? Like,
it's a bucket
one of the things I didn't know was on my list got checked off without knowing. I was like, you know what? Like, this is it. Like, this is amazing. This tonight was great. I remember going home and just texting my friend, being like, you'll never guess what I did tonight. Like, I had dinner with, and he's like, shut the up.
You win, hands down. Drop the mic, walk off stage.
Just walk away. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. What's one of your? We're doing the finale tonight of Looking, season finale. What are you looking forward to tonight?
I'm looking forward for a nice cliffhanger. I'm rooting for another season, and I believe that we need another season, so that's what I'm looking forward to. I love a good hook. I love if you end the season with something you're like, I'll see you next year. I will see you next year. That's what I love when I can actually say that, because that's the sign of a good show, and this show's proven to be amazing. So I don't doubt that's what's going to be.
Who doesn't love Danny, right?
Just amazing. Just like Danny Franzese, you own my heart. He's amazing. And we actually were neighbors. We've been neighbors for the last 3 years.
You go over and can I borrow sugar?
We're like, hey, what you doing? And it's we just go hang out. It's great to be neighbors with him because he travels and I travel. I was shooting in New York for 6 months out of the year. That's where we shoot Eye Candy. And then I came back, and the day I came back, I was like, I'm back. I was like, okay, cool. Nothing had no.
I have to say this. Did you borrow his pink shirt? Did you give it back?
My sister was in my car. It was just I want my pink shirt back. And I was like, I bet he gets tired of that. But
I know he's
sweetheart about it.
Yeah.
No.
He's a part of 2 major pieces of work that have launched so much pop and awareness and attention.
He's a part of pop culture. Literally, if there was a book and it was history of pop culture, you would find Danny Franzese, which is a great accomplishment. And he's so young, so it's just he's got so much to do.
Awesome. Speaking of celebrity, with the Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation, and you lending your celebrity, we appreciate that. We love that. Bringing awareness to the cause. Where is your stance with the awareness and the organization? They've been around for 20 plus years, so she started the ball rolling, and now our generation, we're picking it up and carrying the torch. So.
I love the history that comes with that, where she was such an advocate person for the LGBT community and for just supporting anyone who was living with this disease, and it's just like such a great thing to look at in history, where she was doing it where no one else was touching this subject, no one else was doing it, and she risked her career and everything, her name, and said something must be done and something must be said. And people who stand up for what's right have a really special place in my heart.
And look where we are now.
Look where we are. Look what you can do when you stand up to what's right. And it's just helping someone else and helping someone in need has never cost you anything. No, so here we are.
Thank you so much. Can you look into our camera with all your fabulousness and say you are watching Studio 3 Hollywood and give us your name?
All right. Hey guys, I'm Harvey Guillen. You're watching Studio 3 Hollywood.